My name is Debbie Reynolds. They call me the Data Diva. Today, I want to talk about data privacy and virtual reality. Virtual reality technology, including things like augmented reality and all different types of virtual environments, are really a hot issue in terms of development of new technologies related to that. A lot of times when people think about virtual reality, they're only thinking about things like video games and people who play video games with particular goggles and things like that. But virtual reality has far-ranging applicability in a lot of different industries. For example, virtual reality is being used in things like healthcare, education, retail, real estate, and things like that. With virtual reality and things like augmented reality, there are privacy concerns that have to be considered. Not only with things like video games where you have maybe children playing video games online, so you have to think about that. Also, with video games or all these applications, especially if they are being used in different countries, like in the EU, you have to also consider things like the GDPR or in the US with the CCPA. But in addition to that, virtual reality presents particular challenges related to data privacy that maybe people had not even contemplated. So, an example of that would be if you put on glasses or goggles, it may be measuring, your movements from place to place. And for example, let's say if someone had like a neurological issue and their head was moving in a certain way, that could tell someone or be able to show that someone has some type of neurological issue that may become an issue if that information is collected outside of a medical setting and somehow used without the knowledge of the individual. Also, because the goggles are looking around and sort of capturing the environment, there is also an issue with the idea that ambient sound in the background may also be captured. So there are privacy concerns there as well. They have to be addressed. Some very smart people that I have the pleasure to know are working on data privacy frameworks for what they call XR, which is all the different types of reality situations. I think that this is going to become more of a pressing issue, especially with 5G, as there's going to be more augmented reality capabilities and sort of mapping of places where people can use virtual reality or different types of glasses and goggles in wherever they are. They're also creating virtual reality for things like cars, where maybe windshields will be able to display certain things on it as you're driving. So this is going to be a hot issue. I think that because of the privacy issues, and maybe this is virtual reality and augmented reality and XR as they call it, is really a good way to think about the differences in technology and how we have to think about the emerging technologies. As cool as they are, we also have to contemplate the harms and be able to take action on it at a design level so that people can enjoy the advancements of things like virtual reality or augmented reality. And also, developers are being able to take a look at the harms as they occur. That's it. Thank you.